Welcome to the beginning of a midweek recorded episode that will only be an hour and a half long. It's going to pack a punch. We're going to crush it for 90 fucking minutes of pure non-value here, pure oppression. 90 minutes. Chad, say something smart.
Ooh, put me on the spot. I got nothing smart. I never have anything smart. But I just
All
work
right.
hard. I don't work smart. I'm not a smart guy. I just work hard every day.
Work hard
Hell yeah.
every day. Okay.
Work hard every day. Well, except on the weekends, I don't really work that hard. But
But would you if you had to?
I used to. Maybe that's why I'm so lucky now. Whenever I was starting off like 10 years ago, there was no such thing as a weekend. There was no such thing as a family. There was no such thing. There was nothing at the beginning. At the beginning, it was just me and a shitty little white Sierra and a wheelbarrow. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it a Sierra 1500?
No, it was a 2500
Woo!
gasser, 2002,
Luxury.
dents in the side, rust everywhere. It was a weapon. Left me stranded a couple times. It was
Do you ever miss it when you get in the Dodge?
absolutely not. Never. I went
Never
from that.
thinking nostalgia.
I went from that white Sierra to a black Sierra Duramax, which also left me stranded a couple times. Wouldn't start in the winter, even if you plugged it in. They had that little diesel pump on the inside. You had to like push down on the
Yeah.
round cap a couple times and get in and try and turn it over. It still wouldn't go. Piece of shit. I ended up selling it when I bought my Super Duty, my 2012 Super Duty, and the guy who bought it, it had like 350,000 kilometers on it. He called me. I'm like, how did you get my number? He's like, oh, your decals were still like the glue. You could read the number on the side of the truck. He's like, was that a good truck? I said, well, I sold it. He's like, I'm putting a plow and a salter on. I said, well, good luck. Like, I don't know
That
what you
doesn't.
want me to tell you. Like,
Who puts a plow and a salter on a truck with 350K?
I'm sure a
That
lot of
seems
guys
like
do.
that's a terrible idea.
That's the whole idea of snow removal is a terrible idea. Let's just double down and fucking. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I did it for years and years, but it's
How
I think
many
you're
years
not.
did you do it for?
for myself. It's probably 3.
Okay.
It wasn't worth the what we got out of it in the end. It was okay, but then if you do things like calculate how many hydraulic lines you blew because of salt corrosion and the wear and tear on the machines and stuff, I'm like, you're just flipping dollars. So I don't know. That's my love affair with pushing snow.
Do you think your problem with snow plowing is you just don't have a passion for it?
Um, I think my problem with snow removal is that the liability is so high.
Mm.
Like, if insurance was a little more lenient and willing to work with contractors and stuff, I think it would be a lot different. But
Do you think there's anyone out there that has a passion for snow removal?
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the money that they make from snow removal. So not like a business owner, but like an employee that
I think there's a shit ton of people that just
really
love removing snow. Fucking
wow.
love it.
I've never met them.
like before you have a family or when you have a family, because they're two different things,
That's
right?
true.
I used to like snow removal a lot. I could get up in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, go push snow with my headphones in and a big coffee, and it would be awesome. And the sun would come up at 7, and I'd still be working at 11 o'clock, moving piles and all this stuff. And I thought it was awesome. But as soon as you have a family at home and a baby at home, you just get so sick of the whole thing, pushing
Yeah.
piles, and you feel like it's waste of time and everything. Like, I think
Yeah,
the
but I
love
think
affair
that's.
stops whenever the family comes into the
I
picture.
don't think it was a deep passion then.
That's fine.
Well, no,
Maybe
I
maybe it
yeah,
wasn't. Like,
I don't have any deep passion for it either. I'm saying I know people that do have a deep passion for it and love it and can't wait for it to start. And I'm always, it's not, I don't have that kind of, but I look forward to going and moving the snow with the trucks this year. I like moving. I love going out at night and driving the snow around the buildings and dumping it and I like the whole thing. I love that part of it. I really, really like that. I look forward to it. So I don't, I think it's because it's a bit more like it starts snowing one day, everyone's pushing snow. So, the next night you'll be out. So you have this like 24-hour,
But
24-hour notice of like saying, okay, this is when we're going to go.
there's not as much urgency when you go out as whenever
That's
the
why I
snow
love
is
it.
falling, right? Which is,
I agree.
I think, takes some of the edge off.
I totally, and we also know when we're starting and when we're ending.
Yeah.
Whereas when you go out to plow snow, you don't know that storm could take 12 hours before it stops snowing. And then you still got to go clean up everything again because the stuff you did at the start of the storm needs to be redone.
Wasn't it Buffalo that got like 6 feet last year or something like that?
Ugh.
Probably. That seems like a Buffalo thing. What they should have done was fired their offensive coordinator. That'll fix all your problems with your cursed team. I just don't. That part of it. I guess you're right. Like as I got older, and the whole like never knowing exactly what's going on. You have to have a certain personality to do that.
Yeah.
Like with the trucks, at least we have some of that stuff. Moving the snow doesn't happen for weeks once they get approval from the property guys. So it's all scheduled and everyone knows when you're doing it. And, and the contracts we have that are move after snowfall, you have like 24 to 48 hours before you know you're going out. 24 at least. So that part of it I really like because I like being out there at night and I like the whole moving of the snow. And you're right. I like the sun coming up at 7 and you're on your way home. All of it is amazing. It just, I think the never knowing exactly what's happening like is hard. I guess if you are someone who does salting and salt checks all the time, you're out every night and you just get in a rhythm.
I used to do that whenever I worked at, well, my site was Ontario Power Generation, so it was a power dam. And regardless of the weather, I'd have to go do a site check at 5 a.m. to make sure that it wasn't slippery or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was the greatest thing. They gave me $40 an hour, or they'd pay me for 2 hours, and I'd run in for 15 minutes and check. Then I'd go home and have a coffee or whatever, because for the most part, you don't have to salt unless there's a snow event, right? It's rare that you get like a chunk of freezing rain in the middle of the night and then it stops and then you don't have to.
Yeah, normally you're like checking for runoff, right?
Yeah, there's and I mean that site was so heavily salted that I think it just permeated everything. Like
probably
unbelievable how much salt they use there. Like we would put down 40 tons at a time sometimes, and it wasn't a big space. Like it was a fairly small job, but you'd drive around the cars and you'd hear the salt pinging off all the cars and stuff like that. Like I swear, like their vehicles are pooched after like 3 years of working here from all the salt
probably,
it has to endure in the winter. Like this is awful. And then like you would have to drive backwards down the middle of the dam, but you could only go to like this red flag because after that you were on American soil and you had to stop before you hit American soil.
Wow.
And sometimes you'd meet the American snow driver going from the opposite way and you'd get to the middle at the same time and you'd just wave. Then you go back.
And he would scream freedom. And he would head the other way.
Yeah, we couldn't hear it though because we're so heavily censored that there's a divider in the middle of this dam that just blocks all the sound. So we don't get any residual freedom over here.
Spillover freedom.
When you're backing up to that line, you're saying, I'm so close to freedom.
I could jump.
You can
I could
taste
jump.
it.
Do it.
I could run. I could make a run.
Make a run for it. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to make a run, but you might be able to.
And hop in the back of his Salter and never be seen of again.
I'm a bit worried because we're going to Dominican, and I heard there's going to be like a mobbing at the airport of Not Our Finest Hour listeners.
Wow.
Oh, in the Dominican.
Yeah, in the Dominican.
Yeah.
We're big there.
Huge in Dominican. So
I think you'll shake some hand and kiss some babies, and
so,
it'll be a peaceful gathering.
we're going for a wedding, and I've never been away for a wedding, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Seems like
Do you have to bring a suit, or is it like beachwear wedding?
I don't have a suit. I know you're shocked. I know you. I look like a big suit guy. So I'm bringing khaki pants and a Hawaiian shirt.
I'll get you by, I think. Yeah.
Which is it's a look. It's something.
Yeah.
Are there going to be Paver King stories while you're there?
Probably.
Yeah.
Got to keep up the flow of the social media. I was reading some stuff saying that people who are getting great exposure by the algorithm on Instagram are not anymore if you don't change your content, because now the algorithm's watching your content and they're trying to force people to change what they normally post. So there's all these people you see and they're like posting weird shit that they wouldn't normally post. It's because the algorithm's now tracking your content. And if all you post is food reviews, it'll start to squash you down, because they're like, oh, we want people who are all constantly in change, keeping interest going. So now there's like people who, I follow on, they do food reviews, and now they're like making funny dancing videos.
Yeah, I find you'll stagnate, right? You'll hit a point where else can your audience grow? And then people will try to change up their
now the algorithm is actively shoving you down.
Yeah.
So you're telling me soon we're going to see Caleb Almond do the Dougie?
But that's
Andy
why
is going to do the Macarena.
Yeah, it's if people aren't changing up what they're doing, then they're gonna their reach is gonna start getting shoved down. So I'm gonna keep continuing to do what I do and get shoved down. Fuck the algorithm. It can suck it. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and they can shove me down and shadow ban me because they're tired of my content, whatever that is, whatever that means.
Where are you gonna be in Dominican Republic?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The bus,
because we do have at least 5 listeners in Dominican Republic. And it's telling me 60% of them are in Puerto Plata, and 40% of them are in Provincia de Santo Domingo. So you have a chance to meet 5 of our listeners while you're here.
Well, tell them to come by the airport. Like, this won't be out. I'll be home. Well, yeah. Maybe I won't. Maybe this will come out when I'm away. That's no good. Someone's gonna break. Oh, well, we have someone house sitting, so break in, motherfuckers. He'll take you down. Him and the 3-legged Mexican dog will drop you.
Do the house sitters know to drink all the milk while they're there?
No. You need to drink all the milk. The milk must be drank. No. Didn't you say you had some segment for this episode, Mike?
Yeah, you guys want to get into it already?
I don't know.
This is a short episode, right? Let's
okay.
This is 90 minutes of action-packed, not our finest hour.
I've got a couple of things. So
not our finest 45 minutes.
Not our finest 45 minutes. Yeah. This is I'll share my screen and we'll see how this goes. I don't know how this is going to go, and I'm going to post something on Instagram right now. So this is something visual for our listeners. But if you go to our Instagram page, you'll see it there, as well as we can kind of explain it to you as we go with it here. So this is, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just starting your business. You have $15 to spend. How do you spend it? And then there's a column of $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. And then it's got in each of those rows. So $5 has four different things, $4 has four different things, and so on. So you have $15. What do you start your business with?
I better get a piece of paper.
Yeah, get out a piece of paper while I explain this here.
How much does a piece of paper cost? Because that's how I do. That's my estimating software.
We do have the software in here. Perfect. We've got $5 has foreman.
How much did you put the software as?
$3.
$3. Okay,
middle
fair,
of the road.
Fair.
Middle of the
No,
road.
that's fair. I thought you might make it cheap so everyone got the software. I feel like that's fair.
$5 has foreman, dump truck, tilt rotator, and a #1 ranking website. $4 has a skid steer, an excavator, a mini skid, and a buggy. $3 has a laborer, a pickup truck, a reversible compactor, and the headquarters software. Small plug there. And $2 has a dump trailer, an enclosed trailer, laser level, or an altimeter. And $1 is hand tools, demo saw, a dustless saw, and a compactor. So you have $5. You can also see this visual. Actually, we're caught up by the time you listen to this on our YouTube channel. And you can find this visual also on the I'm a Hardscaper Instagram, and I'm posting it now to the Not Our Finest Hour Instagram. $15. Yeah, go for it.
If you get a ticket from OSHA while running the dustless saw, does that take away the rest of your $15 to spend?
We're saying this dustless saw. No, not saying any brand is a non-OSHA.
I'm uncomfortable with the fact that I can buy a laborer
or a foreman.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with that.
Are you?
Is that how we trade? Like, are we involved in human trafficking? Like, are you saying?
To be fair, I've never seen a $3 pickup truck either. So
you got to use your imagination here, guys. This is
I get a paper.
So you're saying the foreman costs $5 just because of the overhead costs of a foreman?
Well, I would assume that the foreman knows a little bit more than the laborer. So you're getting somebody who's skilled versus somebody who's not skilled. That would be the difference between why the labor is $3 and why the foreman is $5. And these are all debatable. You can definitely mix and match, and maybe we can talk about that after the fact. But at least for this segment, we can keep things kind of.
So can the laborer potentially grow to a foreman when the budget increases, like the salary cap?
Well, eventually you maybe want to start with a laborer because you think you can train a laborer to become a foreman someday.
So basically $15 is this year's salary cap, Bettman?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
So you're the Gary Bettman of this, apparently.
We'll go with that. I like that. Okay. I don't like that actually, but
so
let me get a paper.
That means Canadian landscape businesses will never win the Landscape Cup.
That's true.
Ever again, because Mike's in charge.
Nobody wants to come to Canada to play. All right. So $15 to spend. Are you guys? Have you guys started to write down what you want?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking here? Any $1 things that you're going for?
So I'm definitely going to buy a demo saw and a plate compactor.
You're not going for the reversible at $3?
No. Fuck. Well, because that reversible you can't put a fucking pad on. Ooh. I don't have any money for a roller packer, so I have to buy a regular compactor so I can put a pad on it.
You're thinking.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that the point of this exercise?
Exactly.
What are we doing here? Because I'm trying to say, if I had to finish a job, what could I actually? You need essentially whatever you don't take here, you're saying you're going to rent.
Exactly.
If you need to on a job. But
so you wouldn't want to rent hand tools. So you might as well get hand tools for $1, right?
I wouldn't want to rent them. No. Now, I had a client who rents all their saws, demo saws, all their lasers, and all their plate compactors on a monthly rental charge. And then they break down, they just call and the rental company brings them a new one. But they don't own any of it. So they're doing that because it's cheaper than, in theory, cheaper than buying a new saw every year. But it's not how I would operate, so whatever.
Yeah, I've got my 15 here. I think I just figured mine out here.
This is awkward silence, this drill.
Yeah.
I don't know if you anticipated this part of it, Mike.
I didn't. Usually you take things away, PK, even when you're thinking.
I take things away. So
I feel like hand tools, it has to be cemented in there. Do either you guys not have hand tools in your list?
I have hand tools. You have to have hand tools.
Chad?
You're trying to get the best bang for your buck here too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to know if Mr. Tilt Rotator bought a tilt rotator.
Yeah, me too. I want to know that too. I think Chad's muted. I don't think he knows that. We haven't been able to hear you this whole time.
Shit, sorry, I coughed and I forgot to unmute myself.
That's why there's this awkward silence.
Okay, what is an altimeter?
That's like a zip level or a smart level. So Chad, did you say hand tools cemented in?
Yeah. We got hand tools there.
What about a demo saw? Did you guys go dustless?
No, demo saw.
Demo saw?
Yeah. When you're just starting out, you can get away with inhaling some fucking dust for a bit. That is not a ringing endorsement of not wearing a mask or like Jesus.
All right, we both we all three of us have hand tools and a demo saw. No dustless saw.
I'm done too.
Okay.
Does everyone run down their list?
Or should we just go
run
through
down our list?
Yeah.
Should we just run down our list and then see what we have in common after?
I'm gonna do check marks for everything that Chad buys that I buy.
Cool, me too.
On my list to see, and then I'll do X's for Mike. I know you guys can't see my list, but I want you to understand how I'm identifying you.
Okay.
Let's start at the bottom. If I'm gonna go first. Hand tools and demo saw.
Yes.
The big $2 there for the both of them, right?
Yep.
I need a laser level, so it's going to cost me another $2. I'm up to $4 now. Moving up the list, reversible compactor, so I can do my base and my walls. Right, that's $3. So 5. That's $7. Sort of the same way we did things. The first machine we bought was a mini skid. Well, it was a tractor, but once we got rid of that, mini skid at $4. And we also need a dump truck. So my grand total is $14, and I'm putting $1 into savings with the hope that it'll grow for next year.
You don't want a dustless saw along with your demo saw?
Absolutely not. No, I believe in putting money in the bank
for
a rainy day. I think
here's my question for you.
Yeah. No, I don't have an excavator, so I can't have a tilt rotator.
No, hold on. Okay, well, fair enough. So
I think you're at 15, no?
3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So my question is, you got this mini skid.
Yep.
And you got this dump truck.
Yeah.
And you're leaving your house because you don't have a yard, you're just starting.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the mini skid and you're looking at the dump truck and you're like,
How am I gonna get it anywhere?
This fucking sucks. I guess I'm driving the mini skid behind the dump truck. Or are you going to build a crazy set of ramps to drive it into the back of a dump truck?
You're going to use the float.
Well, no, I'm only bringing this up because I thought about going this route, and then I was like, "Fuck, I got to move this fucking mini skid around. I needed a dump trailer."
No word of a lie, we had ramps outfitted from our dump trailer that would go on our first 5-ton dump truck. We would drive. These ramps were like 8 feet long, and it was sketchy as shit. But on multiple occasions, we would put that mini skid in the back of that 5-ton dump truck.
All right, I can accept that.
That's maybe that's where my extra $1 goes.
Chad, did you get the reversible or did you get the compactor?
I got the reversible.
Okay, so according to my math, you got $16
Am I
invested
wrong?
into this.
$16?
Yeah. So you
I'm
went a
over
dollar
budget.
over.
That's why I put the dump truck at $3. No, you're right.
Andy
Oh
Mulder's gonna
no.
be disappointed in you. You
Yeah, but
borrowed money. You gotta
I
run a
borrowed money.
cash-based business.
Yeah.
You can't bury
Oh
yourself in debt,
no.
Chad.
Oh no.
Chad's all excited that he's got $1 in the bank.
I got $1 in the
He's
bank.
got $1 in debt.
There's
Maybe
not that
maybe that's a sign
that
of
think
things to come with my
that
audit.
that thinking you have $1 in the bank when you're really $1 in debt. That is how you start a business. That is Chad just accurately described to everybody how you start a fucking business with this
Oh
chart.
no. Yeah. Yeah.
100%. You just got real about it.
I got
You
real
got
about
fucking real.
it. A little
I'm
hands on.
spending more money than I have on shit that I'll need later.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of this exercise here.
Oh, over leverage.
So is it my turn?
Well, Chad has to update his, so we can come back to Chad and go to PK there.
Well, let's take out a demo saw. I guess I'll rent it
Ooh,
when I need that. I'm on par.
yeah, then you're on par.
But do you have to rent the blade separately?
You could buy the blade.
Well, no, I have no more money.
They used to measure. I've rented blades. They measure them or something. I fucked up.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you'd have to rent the blade separately. It was like an extra $40 or something like that.
I remember when I was really young, like barely driving, and someone sent me to go rent a demo saw and cut a bunch of steel in some playground, cut down a bunch of playground equipment or something. And so I just went to the rental store and was like, "Yeah, I need a demo saw." And they're like, "Do you need a diamond blade?" And I was like, "Sure." I don't know. Whatever. And then I went to the playground and I cut all day with it and I bought it back. And they used to measure how much you burned off the blade and then charge you for that. And I had burned the whole blade to nothing from like basically brand new.
From brand new, holy shit.
Well, that's what happens when you cut steel with a diamond blade for the whole fucking day.
Yeah.
Wasn't good. Wasn't great. Yeah. One of the many pitfalls of my existence. So do you want me to list mine, Mike? Maybe
Yeah,
I
you go
got
for
to, maybe I got to 16 too. I would like to point out that also Chad maintains what he says through and through. He even in this you're just starting your business, how to hardscape exercise.
You
Chad
still don't know my
doesn't
numbers.
know his fucking numbers. Have you thought about software for
no.
$3, Chad?
Can't afford it.
I think you need it.
Can't afford it. Yeah, well.
All right, I'm gonna see if mine goes to 16 here. So the first thing I had was a pickup truck. Because also when I'm starting my business, I can't afford a second vehicle and I don't want to drive a dump truck to the grocery store. Just saying. Normally when you start a landscaping business, your pickup truck is your go-to for everything you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Don't want to pay insurance on two vehicles. I don't want to have a car, pay insurance on it. I'd rather just have this. Anyways, that's my theory on pickup truck. I want a dump trailer because I think that you need to have a way to dump and pick up materials and float to your mini skid. So that's $9 because I also have a mini skid. And then I had hand tools. I had a standard plate compactor because it takes a bit longer, but you can also put a pad on it and you can, there's lots of times the reversible is inappropriate, but if you were to just do small lifts, you could use a smaller plate compactor and get away with it. Or if for the amount of time I would need a reversible, I could rent one, I guess. That would be my, I had a demo saw. And I had a laborer.
Yeah, Chad had no employees.
I didn't start out with employees.
Wow.
I can absolutely see how they're worth it, but if I have no money to pay them, I guess since I'm in the hole.
So the only reason I didn't take a laser level was because I felt like most of my projects at the start of starting my business would be small walkways and stuff. So it wouldn't be something that I would need immediately starting the business.
Yeah, you're right.
I would be pulling string lines and stuff to find heights. That was my theory on, because I almost checked laser level because I feel like I can tell you I did not check altimeter, whatever the fuck that is. That's why I didn't check laser level, because I felt like I would be starting out when I've started any business. It's always super small jobs that don't need a laser level.
So you had hand tools, compactor, truck, dump trailer, saw, labor. I feel like I missed something there.
I had pickup truck,
Yeah.
Mini
dump
skid.
trailer,
Yep.
hand tools,
Yep.
compactor,
Mm-hmm.
mini skid,
Oh, I didn't see
demo
that.
saw, and labor. And for the record, my mini skid would be an S70, not an actual mini skid. Because at the starting of my business, I want to have an S70 so I can use it in the winter and get some sidewalk contracts with a bigger contractor to keep myself afloat all winter when I first start. And I can't do that with a mini skid. But with a S70, I can put a door on it and heat, and I can get out there and plow the fuck out of those sidewalks. So that's how I ended up with that list. What did
All right. I went hand tools, demo saw. I did go altimeter. I got a laborer, a pickup truck, and then I got the website. So I've got leads coming in immediately, and I don't have to go door to door or anything like that because I got no more money. Got my pickup truck that I need. I'll just run bins as I do now. I got a labor, so I'm not doing all the hard work, but I might even change the labor plus the altimeter and get a foreman for that $5. And then I've got a demo saw and hand tools.
you're going to rent any equipment you need?
Gonna rent any equipment I need like I do now. And then the other thing is like it would be nice to have a compactor.
I don't see how you can work without some kind of compaction.
I will rent a compactor each job. Kind of like how Chad has to rent a demo saw. That's kind of what I'm stuck with.
Okay. So you're saying a foreman is more important than a compactor?
Well, harder to find. I can find a compactor anywhere. I can rent a compactor. I can't rent a foreman. And it's difficult to find.
But you can be a foreman.
I could, but I could also, since I've got the website, I could be just running around getting all the leads lined up and helping out whenever possible.
Are you really worried that you're going to be swimming in work?
But just to say, like my list right now as it is a labor and an altimeter, not the foreman. I just said that as a side note.
Yeah.
You have a laser and an altimeter?
I do not. No, I said an altimeter.
So you think so when you think back to when you first started your business, and 99% of your work was lift and relays, how many times would you have gotten the altimeter out of the truck?
Never.
Well, I'm saying this isn't about building the business you have now. This is about the day you started your business. So,
but I find an altimeter is perfect for estimates, and with my website there and all the leads coming in, that's going to help me with my estimating, and I can use it on the job site as well.
Do you think that burying yourself in tons of super high-end leads when it's just you?
Well, it's not necessarily high-end leads too, right?
Ranking number one websites don't bring in shitty leads. Well, they do, but they bring in a lot of really high-end leads.
They bring in all types of leads for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying you're not worried about burying yourself in work when you're renting a compactor, because we're talking day one, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So
what are you guys gonna do for getting leads immediately?
I never had a problem.
I've never had a problem getting a job.
I paid my bills at the retailer, and they pumped my tires there.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I got paid, they got paid. They're like, "Wow, Chad pays his bills real quick. Let's pump him up for another one."
I'll tell you, when I started, you want to hear a story about how I found work when I first started my business?
Yeah.
This is how I found work. I was in line at a government office getting a health card. And the late,
heard this one.
oh yeah, I'm just saying, you got to put it out there.
That's true.
When you first start, you got to just every single person you meet, you got to put it out there. You got to find some way to lead them into a conversation about landscaping.
So when I started my business, I didn't have trouble either, but I had already been in the industry for 7 years. And just like you guys had already been in the industry for quite some time. I guess I just kind of go into this practice as I've just decided to start landscaping. I got nothing, no experience, nothing.
I still think a number one ranking website sinks your business.
You think so?
I just think it brings in too much and you can't handle it and it overwhelms you. I go back to when we did 2 trade shows. Traditionally, every year we did 1 trade show, back when that was a thing. And we would sell out our season based off the 1 trade show. And then one spring, we decided to do 2 trade shows. And all it did was overwhelm us with leads, and we couldn't focus on the stuff we really wanted because we were trying to respond to too many things. And then it basically crushed our season. Having too many leads is actually worse than not having enough, because when you don't have enough, you spend a lot of time on every one and you focus and you get better. When you have too many, it's the worst thing you can do to your business, is have too many leads. Especially when you're first starting out, you're going to try to chase down every fucking lead.
When I was starting out, the biggest thing that helped me was that I knew contractors already and I knew the ones that did good work. And since I was just starting out and I just wanted to lift and relays, I went to them and said, hey, I'm not trying to like compete against you guys, take leads. Any leads that I get that are projects that I do not want to take on because they're too big for me, I'll give them to you if you guys give me those lift and relays and those little tiny jobs that come into you. And they're more than happy to do that, obviously. But that's how I started my business, essentially.
Yeah, I did the same. I put up things in the grocery store on a cork board. I cut all the things at night. I would have my phone number and people could tear it off and take the phone number. That worked.
I'm just saying any leads that my website would bring in, that's the route I would go if I was too overwhelmed with leads. And then I could fine tune my business to the leads that I want, essentially there. I just
feel I mean, that's the whole point of this, is to have a difference of opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm just shocked that none of you guys took the headquarters software.
I think you might be in the wrong.
You didn't even take your software.
I don't know if this is a know your numbers crowd. I just don't know if it is.
Looking back, now that the list has been in my face for the better part of 15 minutes now, I would change my whole business model. I don't even want to be a brick guy anymore. Like, I think if I take that excavator and that till rotator and a dump truck and a little plate compactor, does that add up? No. 10, 14, 15. Got it this time. I'm just going out and I'm spinning that bucket all day. I'm not doing any brickwork.
I think that's, well, you could get into the excavating. It just says, it doesn't say, are you starting your hardscaping business? It just says, are you starting your business?
Yeah, I know. I
like this outlook.
Went about the whole thing. We all automatically went to what we know, and it's the hardest fucking way to make money.
It is a super shitty way to make money.
Like, we're all beat up and we're all jaded, but like, it's fun, right? For the most part.
I walked into one of our. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I walked. No, go ahead.
No, I got nothing else to say.
I was in one of our tool trailers today. I was like, there's like 30 grand worth of fucking shit in here. What the fuck is going on? That's not including the trailer.
We have a couple of responses here. This is what I wanted to get while we were doing this. Panorama.interlock says hand tools, a dustless saw, compactor, pickup truck, dump trailer, excavator, and a laborer. Mountainside _ landscapes agrees with that, except they would get the skid steer over the excavator or the mini skid.
The mini skid.
Yeah.
I think the mini skid is good because you can excavate with it and you can haul with it. I'm not saying that's the prime, but day one, job one, you can dig it out with something, and you can dump it into the dump truck or the dump trailer, however you go with that. That's to me, I think that's if you're only going to have one piece of equipment, I feel like that's the piece to have, because a full frame skid steer is great, but for me, who only works in places with 38-inch openings, it sucks. It doesn't get in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So neither of those guys picked an altimeter, Mike.
Yeah, neither of them
Or the
did.
software.
Or a laser level. And they both went with dustless.
Where are they from?
Yeah, that's a good question. They might be from the States.
I feel like America is the land of the dustless saw. Freedom and dustless saws dominate American culture.
Green Monster Landscape says 3 tilt rotators, of course.
3 tilt rotators. No excavator to put them on, so just 3 fucking tilt rotators, baby.
New Leaf Ottawa is going dump truck, excavator, reversible plate, laser level, hand tools. No employees there. And Breezy 027 goes skid steer, excavator, 2 pieces of equipment. Pickup, reverse compactor, and hand tools.
That's a good route too.
I feel like that's a solid list. That's a good list. I like Chad's idea of becoming an excavating company and saying, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna dig pools.
Yeah. Follow the pool guys around, dig them, then you're out of there.
Well, that's all I got, guys.
Great. That was fun.
That's all you got.
I'd still stick with the website over what you guys are saying there.
Yeah. Different beginnings.
Different. I think there's a place for that website, just not day one. Because what are you filling it with day one? It's not work you did.
That's a good. I didn't think of that before I made it.
Public domain photos.
Yeah. You just go to your landscape supplier and take a bunch of pictures of their displays.
The problem with public domain photos is once you start using, I don't have the same. I know you guys both are very like anti. I don't have the same. Use whatever pictures you want. I don't give a shit. But the real problem with public domain photos is that the work you're probably doing when you first start out, like Mrs. Jones' red patio, 2x2 patio, you can't take pictures of that and then put that on the website beside your super high-end public domain pool with a grotto. Yeah, they don't mesh. So you aren't going to start Instagram and start recording. Look at us putting in these patio stones when your website's full of, lazy rivers, like jobs with palm trees. I like going to websites when you see someone with a palm tree in the picture and you're like, you're fucking from Calgary. But then the argument on that side is always, well, I'm just showing people what I could do for them. I'm just showing people what I could do for them. You're also showing people what you've never done for anyone else.
Yeah, yep.
My website is filled with things I've never done. I'd like to, though. Give me the opportunity, please.
I haven't even been on my website in years.
Really?
I get spam.
Oh, let's look up Chad's website.
Yeah, let's look at Chad's. Let's do the SEO episode.
Fuck.
Okay, look up Chad's website. Quick, put it on the screen, Mike.
Put it on the screen. I haven't seen it. Then I don't have to look it up.
I did have some we have some questions and some topics after this as well.
Oh no.
Better
What's
hurry.
your website, Chad? Natural Design Landscapes?
Just Google it. See where it comes up. I don't know.
I guess we can see the entire
Put
Google listing
put
and
in
everything.
NDL.
NDL won't show anything, I'm sure.
I don't know, but I found the
Oh.
results on search.
My Google assistant just said hi.
Hi, Google Assistant.
How much did the assistant cost you?
the
So if
hello
you
Google thing?
if you
The
Google
assistant-
NDL, the first thing that comes up is something French that I don't understand.
Oh, well, I
It's a-
wouldn't
it's
understand
a-
it either then.
It's a college. It's some kind. Oh, Le Collège de Notre Dame de Laurier.
Oh, I guess here's a good time to announce my university.
Oh, nice.
This is
NDL.
the National Digital Library of India comes up.
Awesome.
Nice.
NDL Wikipedia. The Nardal Railway Station. Some more about Chad's University in Quebec. The National Dodgeball League comes up.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
What does NDL stand for in the free dictionary? That's another thing that comes up. And then there's some kind of thing called an NDL portal. Well, Chad. All right, let's open this
That's where my
website up.
online courses are, in the portal.
Natural Design Landscapes, Cornwall.
Yeah, he's here. But you don't even have a Google My Business page.
Because I don't know how to work it. I had to
That-
get my tech guy to build my fucking email.
Are you
Yeah,
opening it up, Mike?
yeah, it's loading here.
Oh, wow, Chad.
But you
You
need
still-
to Google My Business page for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
We are experienced landscape professionals.
We build beautiful landscapes. The header.
We build functional spaces.
Where do you
That
see
not
that?
only look, we build functional spaces that not only look beautiful, but can weather our extreme climate for years to come. We don't just build beautiful landscapes, we build beautiful landscapes to be better.
That's it.
Experience, capability, results. Nice. Some
Some of the things we've
NDL
done over
work?
the years.
nice.
I like the wave, Chad.
Do you?
Wait,
Yeah, I like
Like-
the wave.
like this, yeah.
Propelling
Yeah.
you into the future.
Ooh.
I don't know.
And then a list of services: tree planting, excavation, and grading. Nice.
Happy customers.
Happy customers. This is
Chad-
great.
Chad- Chad came back after
Oh,
9
sorry.
years.
Yeah. His 9-year warranty is best in the business.
That's actually, Senta is actually my travel agent.
Oh yeah.
Really?
She's awesome.
So did you actually do work for her? Or she just put that out there when you first started.
No, we did a pool surround for her from the same pool guys that ripped off my other clients.
Ooh.
Well, she came out better then.
Yeah, she came out before the dirty thieving.
The downfall.
Yeah.
You have a request to quote button. That's a great
Yeah.
button.
Yeah. I'll
Area
tell you what that gets
service.
me.
All that.
Glengarry.
Oh, there it is.
It doesn't say Cornwall.
Stormont, Dundas, and Glengarry is Cornwall and surrounding area. Those are townships around here.
Oh, but it doesn't say Cornwall.
It's fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm not hurting for work.
I just fucking disappointed. It says shop location Cornwall, but we
Yeah.
don't work in Cornwall.
No, we don't work. We don't shit where we eat.
We don't.
I'm kidding. We even have a house button on there. Look at that.
Where's that?
That's old fashioned.
Oh man. Yeah.
Want to take a run through my house
What's your house profile like?
Oh, that's ancient. It probably doesn't even work. Probably locked out of that.
It could be. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Look,
12
Oh, no.
reviews.
12
we
reviews.
have 12 reviews.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at it. That's ancient.
Red
All
isn't
that
dead.
stuff is fucking old.
Red isn't dead,
That's
baby.
the title
They,
of
they
one
all
of the
have
photos.
fancy names and stuff. Nobody wants to
Out with
listen
the
to this.
old, framing the deck. This is great.
Yeah.
Out with the pool, in with the patio.
And we took a pool out and filled it.
Multifunctional space.
Yeah.
Poolside black and tan.
Nice.
Isn't that like an
Uh,
alcoholic beverage, a black and tan?
I love black and tan.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
The importance
Driveway
of an
entrance.
entryway, and you got the diamond pattern and the
Yeah.
accent there.
Yeah.
Load the next 6 projects. You spent a lot of time on this, Chad.
Typical
At one
job
time.
cost 1,000 to 100,000.
Yeah.
You have 48 followers.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it
Like
means
these
either.
are
But
really old projects. Like
Everything ties in.
have you done any repairs on?
I haven't done a repair on any one of those.
If we keep loading these, are we gonna hit the 9-year one?
I don't think so.
No.
You could try. No.
Tandem patios.
Elevated entrance. Way.
Driveway enhancement.
Castle wall fire feature. Armor stone on the river. Did
Yeah.
you name these yourself?
I named them all myself. Pretty catchy.
Poolside paradise. These are great. I like the names.
These are really fucking old.
Overlaying pavers on existing concrete. That could cause chaos. That's a potential hotbed of controversy right
Do you
there.
know what the worst part is? I didn't put a fabric down
See,
under
Ooh.
those favors.
curve appeal.
Curve appeal.
This was a phenomenon that I always enjoyed, where people would just want a random circle. Just
Yeah.
put me a circle pack
Yeah.
in. Just jam a fucking circle pack in somewhere. I don't care if it's like slightly off center or it's not quite like it just
Yeah.
I need a circle pack fucking jammed in.
Yeah, put the circle in there. Could we put two can one circle kit make 2 circles?
I
Is
don't
what
know.
we get. Can we do 2?
Oh,
What do you need? Or could we do 2 half circles? One
Two
here and one
half?
over there?
Did you make
Are
a
you
yin and a
fucking
yang?
kidding me?
Make a fucking yin and yang out of this bitch.
Egg-shaped oasis.
Egg
And you got that aluminum edging
The
in there.
aluminum edging. Count the spikes in there. Can you see them? I probably used 3 spikes per fucking length.
Really?
I don't know.
See,
These are
that's the kind of edging we used to have. We used to flip it around,
Flip it
and put
around.
it under the
Yeah.
pavers.
The last 5 minutes have been great, but no one can see any of this shit. So
Bar
it's
by the water.
useless to them.
Yet another overlay.
Yeah. Now there's a project title. Yet another overlay. Another Techo block project.
Small Techo block patio.
Yeah,
Was this a trip down memory lane, Chai? Can you remember all of these?
I can remember all these.
Yeah.
I remember the one.
Do you
that
remember
dark
getting
line.
these jobs like that were like that patio that was just there, the second job, and being like crazy, like just amazed that someone hired you to do that?
Yeah, go back up to that. One of those.
Which one? Your
I
best
don't
of
know, go
house
up.
awards?
My best of house awards, where they just try to hawk shit at you. They want you to buy their fucking sales something or whatever.
Yeah, if you guys ever Googled, it's like almost impossible to get out of their contracts.
I never answered the phone calls.
Yeah.
So
3 house badges. That one they're like that small Techo block patio. Go up.
Small Techo.
That
Oh, there's
Yeah.
more pictures in each of them.
yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I can't hit you with just one. There's a teaser. And it sucks you in.
There it is. 4.
That was probably taken with your current iPhone model,
Wow.
like an iPhone 6 or something
That
like
old.
that. Yeah.
iPhone 6.
Yeah.
I just remember when like getting a job like that when first I'd be so amazed that someone hired us to do
Yeah,
it.
like-
I
and
don't
you
know
made
why.
like $800 for that or something.
Well, I lost $800, but man, it was amazing.
Momentos.
Yeah.
This is a good review. So, what did you think of Chad's SEO? Like,
I don't think Chad's trying to optimize for SEO.
No.
I don't think he needs the leads. If I would say anything, it's like it's a 1-page website. So you would want to make a page for each of your services, and you'd want to
Yeah.
make a page for each of your
Go up
cities.
to those things. I think you can click on those.
Oh,
can't
they
you?
are. Oh,
So you boop one of those and something comes up and there's some pictures of that and they're ancient, but
yeah.
some shit that we did.
when
And
you click excavating and grading, I want to see if Chad's tractor shows up.
no, I think that was just the the pool or
This doesn't really look like excavating. There's some
there's some
excavating.
excavating. Yeah, but nobody wants pictures of fucking holes in the ground.
Isn't that what excavating is?
Ooh.
That's my pool.
Well, that's your pool.
Yeah, that's my house. All the water drains into the pool. Pretty awesome, eh?
Is this going to be where the Oppression Summit is?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do it at the house. The pool's
That's some
closed.
nice patio furniture.
Yeah, my wife chose it.
I like that patio furniture. I remember
I
when you
remember
did
this
that.
one.
I remember when you did that job.
Yeah.
That one made a splash.
I remember it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
I think that's around the time when I started following you.
Oh. Yeah.
Look where that led you, Mike.
Oh no. That was one of the worst clients of my life.
This is your space,
yeah,
right?
I pulled that all up. We're gonna pour concrete.
Oh, wow.
Why did you pull it up?
I'm sick of it. I figure we're gonna put like an actual concrete floor in the office and heat it and stuff. Like it's gonna be a real actual space. So
Nice.
Hydro seeding. Nice.
sodding, watering, the whole shebang. I should update those photos one day. The thing is, most of my commercial work comes in regardless of what the website looks like. So what does it
Yeah.
matter? You know?
Yeah. So what we do is we would create a page for each of your services and your work areas as well, and then have like your phone number up here.
Oh
And
God, that's
a
the
lead
last thing I
button.
want. Is
Yeah.
a fucking phone number.
And
Like
then
a
these would be
visible
clickable as
phone
well.
number?
These would have
Nice.
their own pages as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The
So
last thing I need is a visible phone number.
the last thing I need is more leads. I'm good.
Well, I mean, there's
But I like the
sometime in
socials
the
here.
future, maybe, right? Like we're just fortunate enough that right now we don't need it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I always think it's like I always go on the side of it's always nice to have.
Here's the thing. Is it worse to not have a huge presence with a website? Or is it worse to have one and then not follow through on all the leads that you're getting?
That's true, but as soon as you need it, it takes a long time for your website to start to rank, right? So when if you get to the point where you actually need it, it'll take like the whole year for you to get to where you would need it to be to start to get leads in. So you're already behind the 8 ball. So that's why, like, for sure with websites, the thing about this, Chad, is you've got a website that's old, and that's like the best part of it. So you've already got like half the battle there, because the older the website is, the better it is. But you also want to show Google that you're updating it and all these different things, that you got different pages for things. But yeah, at least you have a website, because that's a big part of it as well.
Yeah, I think it's like I say, we're fortunate enough not to need it, but one day maybe we will. So I'm so bad at getting back to people about
As it is.
residential stuff that I don't think it would be helpful for us.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would just drag my name through the mud. I'd rather them not be able to contact me than try a million times and me not get back to them.
You could always put like in the contact us form, like booking 2025.
Yeah. So is that any better though? Like,
I don't know.
I don't.
But then
It's
he
tough to
would
say.
forget that was there, and in 2025, it's fucking gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we look at the Payer King website?
Sure,
Might as well,
I'm
yeah.
good for that. I'll do that.